Hey everybody, my face is back. I'm glad I got it back too. It's been a rough few weeks. Today I'm going to finish the trilogy of chemistry. Finishing up some of the ideas that I had for the first two videos. Let's start with two elements that should be more opposite than they are. Selenium and helium. Selenium gets its name from the Greek word selenon, meaning moon. It's called this because it was commonly confused with tellurium, which gets its name from the Latin word tellus, which means earth, and for some reason the earth and the moon are easily confused, I guess. You do you, chemists. Helium, on the other hand, is named for the Greek word helios, meaning sun. This is because it was first discovered in a spectrogram of the sun's light. Being as it was a noble gas, it wasn't easily discovered chemically because it doesn't bond with anything. So, one's named for the sun, and another one's named for the moon, and they should be a lot more opposite than they are. You can all see, looking at the periodic table, that there are elements named after places. Americium is named for America. Polonium is named for Poland. And there's Californium and Berkelium, named for Berkeley in California. However, there's one element that was named after a place long before it was cool to name things after places. Copper. Our word copper comes from the Old English coper, which comes from the Latin cuprum, which comes from the Greek kupros. That's what they called the island of Cyprus, which is where a lot of copper was mined. You see, in the Bronze Age, tin would be mined up all around the Mediterranean and shipped to Cyprus, where they were mining the copper. And then they would smelt it into bronze and sell it all around the Mediterranean once again. So that metal came to be named for the island that it came from, and led to our word copper today. Now, to close out, let's finish with the big one, chemistry. Chemistry comes to English from the word alchemy, which is in a bunch of languages, including English. And alchemy comes from an Arabic word, alchemia. Today, the word alchemy might bring up some witchy visuals, right? People and brewing potions and evil pots and secret magic, but really it comes from the Middle Ages when the Muslim scholars were trying to turn lead into gold. Okay, so that process of trying to discover like the basic substances that make up the world that we live in changed and became chemistry as we know it today. However, there are two disputed origins of the word alchemia in Arabic. One is it comes from a Greek word, chemia, meaning to cast, like casting metals, which makes sense in a way because alchemy had entirely to do with metals. The second is that it comes from the Coptic word chemia, which itself comes from an ancient Egyptian word, kemet, I don't know, there's no vowels in that word because we don't know what the vowels would have been because they didn't write the vowels, but that's not important. What is important is that was the word for Egypt itself. And that's related to a word for black because the Egyptians lived in the black silt of the Nile, and that's what supported their life. And that was contrasted with the red desert, the red land, as they called it, because it was a stark difference, and if you were in the red land, you'd die because it's a desert, and if you were in the black land, you'd live because it's fertile. But that's neither here nor there. What is important is they think that the word alchemia in Arabic could have come from chemia, meaning Egyptian, saying it's the Egyptian science. So usually when I come to a fork in the road like this, there's one that I personally will say, okay, I think it's more likely to be that one. But in this case, from my safe armchair of amateurity, Amateurness? Amatrity? I can't make a decision. Let me know what you think in the comments below, from your safe armchairs as well. Thank you for watching Link King. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye-bye.